Hey everyone, happy Thursday. Thank you for joining me tonight. My name is Alyssa Thomas from Penguin and Fish, where we make lovely and quirky hand embroidery patterns and kits. And I'm here every weeknight at 9:30 p.m. Central, where we relax and craft and chit-chat and work on a project together. Right now we are working on block number 2 of the I Love Home Block of the Month Quilt Along by Jacquelynne Steves, and I have a link to that above. It is a free quilt along that's going on right now. There are 4 blocks total, and we are on block 2. They're released at the beginning of every month, so there's plenty of time to join in on the project yet. So thanks for coming in again. We got this far yesterday, and I just have that roof to go yet, and I think we'll be able to finish that pretty quickly. I'm hoping to get some actual sewing in here tonight. I'm all set up. I got the machine set up to sew. I'm hoping we can get that far. So awesome. Thanks again for joining me, guys. Oh, and Monday we will be starting the hand-stitched English paper piecing project from Blair Stocker of Wisecraft. So that's this project here. I have not picked my fabric out for it yet. I do have the little templates ready to go, so I'm excited about that. I do have my bin of fabric, of scrap fabric up here. I just need to start digging through there and make some decisions. But awesome, guys. All right. Oh, you got your templates today, Connie? Awesome. That is great. All right, guys, I want to get stitching on this as soon as possible, so I am going to flip you around for the evening. All right, see, I got all my stuff set up here again. My extension table, got my machine set up. Let's get this guy in the hoop so we can finish it up. I know, I can't wait for Monday too. That's gonna be a fun project, I think. I don't think it's gonna take all that long either, so it'll be neat, especially if you guys haven't done English paper piecing before and you're curious about it. This is going to be a really good project to get started with, because we're only making like a little wall hanging. It's not even a whole quilt or anything, so it's just a perfect size to get going. And none of the pieces are too like scary or outlandish, so that's good. All right, I have a little bit of thread left here from last night. And I got Zeb here with my needle, so let's get that. Okay, so we left off over here last night. I'm gonna go all these little straight lines like these two. I'm gonna do those first, and then I'm gonna come back around and get all the rest of the line. So I will definitely need more floss than this, but we'll get there. Hey Sally from Michigan. I think my parents are in Upper Michigan right now. Let's get the other side. What I should really be doing is just trimming this. My threads aren't all in the same position, so it's just easier to just trim. There, now I got a nice little edge there. Okay. So let's weave in the end right there, and we'll get going. And again, I like weaving in my ends to existing stitches, because then you don't have any knots on the back. So there's nothing to snag on when you're stitching, which I think is awesome. All right, we'll go right here. And we'll start right in with all these lines. Wanda, I sound nasally. Yeah, so you guys, yesterday, you know how I said, oh man, allergies are totally kicking in and stuff. Well, I think it's a little bit more than allergies, because all day today I had like when you have a fever and you just ache everywhere, like all my joints and all my muscles ached all day today. And I'm like, this isn't allergies. This is like a cold or something. And then I talked to John about it, my husband, and he was like, oh yeah, I felt like that last week and I was really tired and had to take a ton of naps and stuff. And I'm like, oh geez, well, that's nice. So I think I got his cold or some BS like that. So, oh well. But yeah, I took like 2 naps today. I was just achy all day. So no fun. Oh, welcome Agnes. I'm so happy you could join live. That's always fun. Then we can chit chat. But yeah, I'm actually feeling a touch better this evening, but I think it's because I basically did squat all day, which is just a bummer. Oh, you've had that for the last 10 days? Yeah, he was saying, oh, I had it for like a week and then it was gone. And I'm like, oh, a week? I don't want to have aching muscles for a week. It was just, I could have had a hot pad on every joint today. That would have been nice. 5 days for you. What a bummer, right? And I barely ever get sick anymore, really, probably because I'm like inside all the time. Did you say thanks for sharing your stuff? Well, I think there was a big eye roll, and even if it wasn't a visible eye roll, it was a metaphorical eye roll or whatever. I was thinking, oh, this is allergies and stuff, and I'm like, oh, this feels weird. Not allergies. Oh yeah, I had that last week. I had it for like a whole week. Oh man. But whatever. Tomorrow's a new day. We'll get stuff done tomorrow. That's the plan. Okay. Almost done with these little stitches. Oh, thanks, Jew. Yeah, I think the orange floss, it's just kind of silly, the orange floss. I think it's reminiscent of like red work or black work type embroidery where everything's all one color. But it kind of matches my colors a little bit more, and I just really like this kind of corally orange color. All right, so I finished those, so now I'm just gonna backstitch around this whole thing again, and then I'll hit the chimney, and then that'll be it. So let's get comfortable here. There we go. That's the most comfortable position for my hand. I'm hoping to finish the embroidery tonight, and I'm hoping to get some sewing done. I would at least like to get those half square triangles done, kind of like how we did last time. We got done with embroidery, trimmed it down quick, and got the half square triangles done. I'd like to get at least that far tonight. If we have a little bit more time, maybe I'll start sewing the little border onto this guy. Because this has it's just the same as block number 1. It has like those 2 skinny borders, so we can start putting those borders around, I think maybe too. But we might only get the little half square triangle corner blocks done. We'll see. Yep, but nose isn't as runny as it was last night here. It's just aching, just achy bones and achy muscles and stuff tonight. And no concentration. That's why crafting is good. You can just chill, and there's not many decisions. Limited decision making. I already know that these are all going to be backstitched, so those are the only decisions I have to make, right? All right, we are almost needing a new piece of floss already. Oh, I did get some fun glasses in the mail today, so I'll have to show you guys. I'll show you those maybe on Monday or Tuesday, but they're really kind of funny frames. I really kind of like them. They're just a little, they're supposed to be like trendy, but it just looks like, it looks like a 80s movie grandma glasses. So they're kind of funny, but I got them to try out because they have lenses in that help when you stare at a computer all day. It's got like blue blocking lenses or whatever, even though they look clear. So I'm doing a little test on those, but if I like them, I'll show you them maybe Tuesday. But they're kind of funny. All right, that's all I can get out of here. So it's not quite a sewing gadget, but if you're staring at an iPad or a computer all day long, then they might be a good deal. That's what I want to test. All right, weaving it in 3 times, kind of locking it in place. Trim that edge down, the little end, the tail. Okay, let's get another piece here. So I got my giant roll, my giant cone. All right, that looks good. All right, let's get 3 strands out of here. So I'm gonna start with isolating just the 1 strand. It's 6 strands and I'm only stitching with 3 strands. That's why I'm splitting it. So I'm isolating just 1, then pinching and pulling it all, pulling the strand out. It bunches up like crazy, but it all ends up releasing in the end, and no knots, no nothing. All right, 1 more. All right, there's our 3 strands. There's our cone. We're all gonna get, yeah, nice, Michelle. The giant cone of floss. I know. I'll run out of thread soon. All right, needle. All right, let's weave in again. Where did we leave off? Okay, right there. We'll weave in 3 times again here. Oop, wow, I almost pulled it all the way out, but I think there's some in there yet. Oh, nope, pulled it too much. Let's try that again. That's why I usually let a little tail that's visible hang out, and then I just trim that down. That's why when you just go through 2, you can still kind of pull it out, but when you go back and forth 3 times, that's when it kind of locks in place. So 2 isn't enough, but the 3, that's just right. Okie doke. Let's continue down this side of the roof. I'm doing kind of big stitches. I typically do a little larger stitches on straightaways like this. Yes. So here's Zeb, and here's the cone of floss. So yep, cone's bigger, but they match. Look, they like perfectly match. Like the dots are the exact same color, and this little sparkly pin is the same color. I love him so much. Maybe that's why I picked that one, just because it was matching all the thread that we were doing. Subconsciously, I picked that guy, maybe. I should take a photo of him next to the cone. That'd be kind of fun. I like him so much. He needs a friend, though. I think you're right. We talked about that last night. He needs a little friend. Oh, what did we call the friend? Like, it was Phil or something. The friend. There was a reason for the name too. Ah, man, I forget. Forget what we were gonna call his friend. Oh, Phil, because I want to get one of the ones that have like a big phalange on top. So like this guy has this kind of crown. I've been calling it a phalange. But there's one that she makes that I like that they have it going across the whole head. So like it's a big arch over the whole head. And we were gonna call him Phil because he had that big phalange. So I don't know. Next time she has a restock, I'm gonna have to sit on the buzzer again to try and get one. I had to refresh my screen a bunch of times until they were there, and then get it quick. Joe, I'm using 6-strand embroidery floss. It is, here's the normal sized one. It is DMC, and it's color 3340 or 40. That's kind of that corally orangey pink color that I like. So that's what we're using here. But it's still the 6-strand embroidery floss. I just get it on the cone too, on big cones. But it's the same stuff. I think we'll do 2 little stitches here instead of 1 big one, just because we did on the last one we did 2 little stitches. Why not? All right, going around the top of this guy, and we will get the that chimney in there too when we go around. But we are almost done with the embroidery. That's nice. I'm ready to get sewing. Alrighty. Oh, and I do have a winner, you guys, for the Sarah J. Fat Quarter Bundle, but I'm just waiting to hear back. I messaged the winner. I'm just waiting to hear back from her. So I'll probably let you guys know tomorrow who the winner of the Sarah J. Fat Quarter Bundle is for the hashtag I Love Home Quilts giveaway. So I think there'll be another one when we get block 3. So when we get block 3, stay tuned for that, and we'll do another hashtag contest giveaway. Irene, I just pulled another zucchini out of the garden today, so it is still going. It's definitely on its way out. It's not done yet. There's a few tomatoes in there and zucchini, and there's acorn squash, although the acorn squash doesn't seem to be doing as well anymore, which I don't know. I'm worried about the acorn squash, but got some more zooks. Oh, we're all leaving to check the messages. Yeah, sorry guys. Are you sure you mentioned the winner? Oh, you don't see a message. Oh, funny, Wanda. Yep, sorry, Wanda. Maybe next time. But yeah, I'm just waiting to hear back. So I'll let you guys know tomorrow. All right, going down this other side here. I wonder what the next giveaway is going to be. I don't find out till a little beforehand, so I'm kind of excited. It's always fun to see. Oop, almost lost my thread there, but we're still good. All right. Oh man, you guys, I think, you know how colds, they just change every single day? I think I might be moving into the like chills and hots. I just call them the hots. Soon here, because right now I'm boiling, and I'm betting in a sec I'm gonna just be freezing. All right, I'm gonna start this chimney. I think we'll get 1 or 2 more stitches in here going this way too. Then we'll meet in the middle here. Oh man, I want a friend for Zeb so bad now. Ah, goodness. Oh, I want to get sewing tonight too, because I am testing a new thing that I got. So I was trying to use my zipper foot this past weekend to make that Kismet trinket box, and I realized that my zipper foot was actually broken. Let me see if I can find it. Oh no, I might have thrown it out already, but it's the plastic was broken on it. So I had to buy a zipper foot, but instead I bought like one of these like little clip-on 52 packs of presser feet. So I have one that is a 1/4 inch foot on there now, finally. So I'm gonna test the 1/4 inch foot. I missed one of your comments. Have you ever used crayons? I have not, Jenna. I have not tried doing that crayon thing to get the that little bit of color. I'm gonna have to. I want to try that though for a project here. I haven't done that ever yet. I think it's cute though. I like when people do it. Oh, you have a cold too now. Oh, pain in the ear. Oh man. Maybe we're all just giving our colds to each other via the interwebs. All right, I need my last piece of floss for this still. I'm not gonna have enough. Boo, that's the worst when you just have a couple more stitches and you don't have enough floss. So we'll weave it in for the chimney here, and then we'll get that last little bit here. I suppose it's better that it's a cold versus allergies, because allergies could stick around for a real long time, and if this is just like a 5-day cold, then maybe I won't have allergies this year. Maybe it'll just be this cold and that's it. But yeah, when I woke up this morning and all my muscles hurt, I'm like, this is not allergies. It's moving around like a cold or something. All right, let's get this other piece. You know what? I'm not gonna split the 3. We only have like 5 more stitches here. I'm not gonna bother with that. We'll just leave it twisted. But we've been splitting, even though we only have 3 strands in here, we've still been splitting them and putting them back together, because the stitches lie a little bit flatter, and the thread doesn't get as twisty when you're stitching. But with just these 5 stitches left, I'm going for time, and we'll just do the 5 stitches and be done with it. Alrighty, let's snip that. Snip these little bitties. Okay, about 5 more, I think. Then we will press it just lightly, really quick, and then we'll cut the, I think it's, let me read it. Yep, 8.5 inch square. So we will cut our 8.5 inch square. Then we'll get the fabric out, the block 2 fabric. I have it all ready to go underneath here, underneath my extension table. That's a nice thing about the extension table. It's like it's like I got an extra little area. So I got this area up here and this area down here. It's like another little space. Who taught me to embroider? Oh man, you know what? I don't think I have a good answer for that, Bonnie. Oh man. So if you include cross stitch with embroidery, which I do, I learned how to cross stitch. That was probably one of my first crafts I ever started. And a babysitter came over when I was little. Like I had to be, I don't know, 5 or 6 or 7 or something. I don't know. And a babysitter came over and she had a cross stitch, and I like had to watch her. I gotta blow my nose here, guys. Oh, I had to watch her the entire time she was doing it. It was so fascinating. So I had to get a cross stitch after that. So I started off doing like a bunch of cross stitches. So if you consider that embroidery, then that's when I started, when my babysitter brought a cross stitch over. And then embroidery just sort of, more this type of embroidery came a lot later. I mean, I would do it here and there when things needed it, you know what I mean? You work on a project and every once in a while it needs a little bit of embroidery, so I would do that. But I didn't start doing a lot of full, embroideries like this where embroidery was the feature until after college, really. It was a way to kind of draw again, because I was making stuffed animals and stuff, and which didn't have as much drawing for me again. And I went to school for graphic design and illustration and that sort of thing, so I don't know, I was feeling the need to draw a little bit more, and so that's kind of why the embroidery, because I could draw and then it'd still be like a hands-on project still. So, all right, here it is, all the embroidery done. I think it's pretty cute. All right, so let's scooch over to the iron. Let's see if I can shimmy you guys over there. All right, here we go. There's Zeb. He's nice. So I'm going to put this face down on my ironing board. I do have a little towel here. Typically, I like a little poofier towel when I'm doing pressing embroidery, but I'm not going to press this a ton. I'm just trying to get a few of the little wrinkles out before I try cutting it down. All right, so let's get this guy here. So I'm just going to get the edges a little bit here. Still trying to figure out like a good place to put the ironing board and the extension table and all that when we work here in the evenings. It's not quite right yet, but I'm working on it. All right, so just like that, I think that's all I'm really gonna do, just flattening it out a little bit. All right, there we go. Don't need the hoop anymore. We'll hang that up. All right, let's go back over here. I have a cutting board out here. Yes, the extension table totally changed the space, and you can see like my lights and stuff there too. So it's not quite working quite right yet, but we'll get it figured. All right, Zeb, you gotta scooch back a little bit. I don't want to hurt you. All right, I'm gonna get the square ruler here. So I'm gonna quickly mark with my painter's tape 8.5 inches. So I just have some of this blue painter's tape. I find this helpful when centering a design. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.5. These are kind of funny lines on this thing. Like there's no half markings. I don't like that. What about right there? And I only need it to kind of visually work for me. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.5. It doesn't have to be perfect. I just need like visual barriers at that 8.5 point. Does yours leak? I missed what we're talking about. Oh, the mini iron. Oh, you have the same mini iron. Oh, Agnes, I don't have, oh, that's right. I can use the cutting mat as a reference too, but I don't have any water in it right now, so I don't know if it leaks or not. I've just been using just the little spray. All right, I'm gonna just extend these kind of like little halfway points down to here so they cross. So all I'm doing right here is trying to see, like, here's my 8.5 inches. That's all. I just want to be able to see what 8.5 inches looks like so I can center my design here. So, all right. So I think this flower is probably the thing that's farthest over on this side, and this little, the part of the roof there. So I want those to be about the same distance. So a little bit more, about right there. I'm going to cheat it this way a little. I'm going to kind of use the tree more as a guide because it's just bolder. All right, I think that looks centered horizontally. Let's check up in the top and the bottom. I think that's actually looking pretty okay. All right, I think we're gonna cut. So let's get the rotary cutter out. I'm going to trim this side, and then I'll flip the whole thing around and do the other side. So just double checking again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.5. Checking the instructions. Yep, 8.5. I think we're ready. All right, there's that side. Okay, so let's remove those strips. And now we can rotate around this way. Oh, see, here's where I need to see the 8.5. So I can see the 8.5 mark up there. And the 8.5 mark down here. You know what, I think I am going to align it to the board now since this ruler is not ideal for this. Wow, and my line up on top is not very straight, so we might trim that again. 8.5. Actually, I want this to be on a line. There we go. This is the part that scares me the most. I'm with you, Patricia. And I'm questioning everything now too. All right, there. Now I got both on a line. You know, I am going to just trim this again. I cut it kind of crooked. So I'm going to just trim that again real quick. I'm going to use my other ruler here. I trust it a little bit more. Yeah, let's just scooch it up. I just cut it a little wavy, so we'll just trim a smidge off of there, and then we'll do that 8.5 inches. Yeah, I don't like that I'm cutting up here on my extension table either. So there's some kinks to work out with this setup for sure. So all right, now I'm going to align it on either side here. And you know what? I might just not use the ruler, or not use my square ruler. I might just use my mat. But I think that's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.5. Yeah, we're just doing it this way. Using the mat instead. That's the half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.5. Double checking. Alrighty. There we go. All right. And one more side. You just gotta do what works for you in the moment, you know? So I'm just using the ruler, lining it all up on the edges again. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.5. same spot right there. I just think I need a better square ruler, big square ruler. That one didn't have many marks on. No half markings. Okay, there we are. We are trimmed. We got our 8.5-inch guy there. So, okay, next up, we can start sewing a little bit tonight. Let me hang this ruler back up. There we are. Hold on a sec. Okay, so underneath here, I have block number 2. So I would like to, and I have the instructions here too, so we can actually move on to the next page. I would like to get our half square triangles done, but then we could also start putting our little edges on, so the sides and top. And that's just the same as last time. So let's see what we got in block number 2 here. And I also have our little color guide here as well. Because, you know, like this is actually the teal. So I've changed the colors in the quilt. So all this teal is actually this flowery pink, and yellow is actually green, dark pink, and the pink floral is actually this blue, and light blue is actually dark. So that's what I need to do. Yeah, Marianne, I think that's what I need to get is an OmniGrid one. I love the other OmniGrid ones that I have. Like I love, here we go. Like I have some smaller versions, and I am in love with these. These are my favorite rulers for sure. These OmniGrids that have, you know, has the diagonal, it has all these points. I like that it just has these itty bitty dots that I can line up. It's perfect. So yeah, I need just a big version of that, but I only have that 6.5 one, so that's too small for my 8.5-inch square. All right, here are the squares for the corners. That much I know, so we could do the half square triangles for these. Should be 2 of each. All right, perfect. We'll set that aside. What is next up for Facebook Live? Oh, Maureen, we are doing from the Wisecraft Quilts book. We're doing the English paper pieced hand stitch project. So we'll be working on this starting on Monday. And it's all English paper pieced. So that's our next project. We'll be doing that when we're done with this block. Actually, we'll be starting it on Monday, no matter what, whether we're done with this or not. All right, and then these are the little guys that go on the sides. There, here's the shorter ones. So these go on first, and then these white ones go with that too. So we'll do those if we get that far tonight. But for sure, I want to do these half square triangles first. So let's move some things. And then these guys will be our all of this, these little patchworky guys. That's what these strips are for. So those, it doesn't look like we need quite yet. So I'm going to just shush those down underneath my table here. You know what? I think I might just leave. Okay, Zeb, you got to go up here. I'm going to just leave my cutting board right here. We'll leave the embroidery right here. I'll leave the ruler right here. Let's do these guys. So first of all, I have 2. Let's throw a white on top of it. So this doesn't have a right or wrong side, so I'm just laying them on top. Oh, Maureen, I think it's going to be easy. So it is more than hexes, but they are all still simple shapes. So there's not any like really harsh points or anything. So I think it's still going to be a really kind of easy beginner type English paper piecing project. So there are templates for it. You can order them. I do have a link above to order the templates. And here's what the templates look like. So like they are different shapes. I mean, you know, we got these wacky hexes and you know, an octagon and some other pieces. So that's the way I'm going with it. It does have the, in the book, it has the sizes of what you need for the templates. It has the sizes in there, and they have funny names like chrysanthemums and that sort of thing. But I did do a Google search on those specific names, and they are actually names of paper pieces. I hadn't heard of them before because I don't do that much English paper piecing. But so if you do get the book, you can look up what the sizes are. But I just recommend getting that kit. And we'll be starting it on Monday, but it'll take a little bit of time yet. All right. I think the final thing is going to be around 18 inches or so. I'll have to check again. So, all right, I'm just drawing a diagonal on the back here. And I'm just doing it with my pencil. It's perfectly fine. So we're going to sew on both sides, a 1/4 inch away. So let's do this guy too right away. And I'm going to test out this new presser foot that I got. So I went a little overboard. I got so I got like a whole pack of new feet. Isn't this ridiculous? So it has like little ones that, you know, hem the edges for you and everything already. So there are some quilting feet in there, and it has a zipper foot. I needed the zipper foot. There's some other zipper feet and stuff in here too. So anyway, that was on sale, so I got that off of Amazon. So here is my new 1/4 inch foot. So this is a little different. So my machine has the shank. I think these are called shanks. It has like these legs built in, but typically with like modern day sewing machines, they just have, oh, there's another fly in here. I got one of those already. Usually they just clip in like this now, so it just has a flat little clip in. So I had to make sure that I got the right size shank, and I have a short one, so it has like an adapter, and then I can clip on whatever I need. So I wanted to try a 1/4 inch foot because I didn't have one of those, and I thought it'd make all this quilting just so much easier. But then I wanted also that zipper foot because I had a zipper foot that broke. And there was a couple other feet that I wanted to try. It has like a binder, or not a binder, a binding foot in there too. And we'll see. It was a little overboard, but yep, definitely like Christmas. We'll see how it goes. All right. Wow, it feels like I haven't sewn again in a while. It's kind of funny. So now I have a 1/4 inch foot on here, so now I can just line up the edge, my pencil line, with that 1/4 inch edge, which is also what my business card is here for. But I should just be able to go along that edge. Ooh, I haven't used this foot yet, so the new foot. I'm excited. Wow, but I know I won't need the hedgehog card anymore. The hedgehog card is actually kind of nice because I can, like when I get to this point here, I don't know if you guys can see. Oh yeah, you guys can see. I can line up the edge with the bottom of the card there. So I have a point up here that I'm lining up and a point down here that I'm lining up. Oh, it's running so much more smoothly with the new motor belt in. So I think this is the first time I'm using it really since then. Oh wait, no, I finished the Kismet trinket box with the new motor, but you can barely hear it anymore, can't you? My belt on the motor for this machine broke, and I think it might have been wearing out for a long time. But man, it sounds smooth now. All right, I can just clip this, I think, and start right up. So I'm snipping the one on the end there. Oh, with his new foot. Oh, thanks, Patricia. Giving it a go. We'll see how it goes. I figured, I need that zipper foot anyway, and now I can try the other foot. It has a darning foot in there too, and I always wanted to try those hemming foot that like curl up the edge of what you're sewing and stitch it down at the same time. I thought that'd be neat, like to make like cloth napkins or something. But yeah, it really is quiet, isn't it, Libby? It's much quieter. Man, like probably how it was supposed to be the whole time, right? And it's all freshly oiled too, because I flip it around this way. I oiled it up before I brought it to the shop. So it's freshly oiled, freshly clean. Yeah, a rolled hemming foot, and it has a bunch of different sizes of that. It has a binding foot, so you can just put your 2-inch or your 2.5-inch piece of fabric in, and it'll fold it and sew it onto your quilt right away. That one, I want to see how that goes. That'd be pretty cool. All right, we're a little shaky here, aren't we? All right, so smooth. I'm loving it. All right, let's snip that and that. Ooh, get these little ends here. Okay, so these are our half square triangles. Tamara, I'm using my, it's a Sears Kenmore. So here's my sewing machine. It is from the 70s. It was my mom's in college, I think. All right, so I'm going to cut right along the line here now. And that will yield us 2 half square triangles. All right, see, we sewed on either side. So now we have some triangles. So we will press these towards this blue side, but let's cut those other ones out first. And I'm gonna get my rotating cutting mat. All these new gadgets, I'm super excited about it. You guys are my excuse to keep getting gadgets. Oh, you're using the leader and are having it's more accurate and less threads. Oh, that's awesome, Maureen. All right, over to the iron again. So all right, we are pressing these. So I'm gonna press. I'm gonna have the blue side up like this. Oops, you guys can't see. The blue side up, and I'm gonna press, and then press it open, and there we go. So that's our first half square triangle. Just like that. And we'll do all 4 of them like that. So then these have to be trimmed down. I'll have to look up what size, probably like 4.5 inches or something. But I'll trim these down, and then they'll be ready to go for the corners of our block. And I think we might still have time to start sewing on the little edges, the little teeny borders for the thing. Will you tell me why you put the little piece of fabric on the end? Oh, okay, so that, Glennis, that is the leader. We've been calling them like the leader and the ender. It helps, first of all, you don't have super long pieces of thread. You know, since I have it in here already, so I can just start right away. I don't have those long pieces of thread. So my machine likes sucking those threads underneath the moment I start sewing. So this avoids that. It also gives you some height. So you're going from the height of what fabric together is to your fabric that you're sewing. So I mean, you have kind of, it's a little like jump there where it's staying even the whole entire time. Okay, oh, you just bought a rotating cutting mat, Robin. All right, here we are. Robin, you should maybe check your messages, just saying. All right, let's check. Let's check how big these need to be. Okay, 4.5 inches. So, all right, I'm gonna grab my 4.5 inch ruler here, just because why not? Actually, you know what? It's sometimes easier with a larger ruler, so I'm gonna use my 6.5 inch. So here we go. We're gonna trim all these down to 4.5 inches. All right, so what's nice about these OmniGrid rulers is that it has this diagonal. So I'm just gonna put it on the diagonal just so I barely trim off a little bit here. And sometimes I have it at an angle like this because then I can get both at the same time. This rotating cutting mat is awesome. All right. Trim. Oh, good. So, all right, guys. So Robin right there is our winner of the Sarah J fabric. So that is that. I didn't know, Robin, if you were in here tonight, so I didn't want to say until you knew. All right, so 4.5. So again, I'm just aligning that diagonal, and I'm also aligning it on the 4.5 inches, and now I'm going to trim again. All right. Oop, I slid a little on that one, but I think we should still be good. Oh man, did you see that fly go through? Dang, where are they coming from? All right, so here is our first 4.5 one. So I'm gonna do that for 3 more. And in theory, I could maybe stack these, but I feel like I'd lose some accuracy. So I'm just gonna do them one by one. This is one of those steps that you just gotta hunker down and you just gotta chill out and do it. Gotta relax and do it a little bit, this cutting. All right, so now I'm lining up that diagonal and the 4.5 inch mark. Yeah, I need to get a 12-inch OmniGrid ruler like this. Get rid of that other one. Alrighty. 2 more. So I'm hoping we can maybe still sew 1 or 2 of those little borders on, but we will be reaching the end here soon tonight. All right, 2 sides. Oh, awesome, Robin. Perfect. So I will forward your info on when we're done here. Perfect. And thanks for entering, for sure. And thanks all of you guys for entering. So there will be another one, I'm assuming, when block 3 comes out. So that'll be coming up. Alrighty. There is 3 and 1 more. And that will be that for these corners. But yeah, just because I think the sewing will take a little longer, I do want to get as much done tonight as I can. Oops, I moved a bit. There we go. All right, rotate, diagonal, and the 4.5 inch marks. Oh man, I keep moving too much. There we go. Oh, you just bought some Grid rulers from Amazon. Oh, that's awesome. You'll have to let me know how you like them. Yeah, I'm definitely liking them the best so far. I mean, I'm not like a ruler expert, but I do really love how small these dots are. Like on some of these rulers, like this one, these lines are just so fat that I feel like I'm not getting that, and it's opaque. Like there's the pink line and then there's these white lines around it. So I feel like I don't get the like pinpoint accuracy that, you know, just lining up these little dots and stuff do. And you know, you have this bigger grid, you have the diagonal. So yeah, I'm liking those a little bit more than others. All right, let's set these to the side. So all right, I got the four corners done. I'm gonna just shush those underneath with the other ones. And I don't need my rotating mat anymore either. All right, let's get to these guys. We're almost done here, but maybe I can sew the first two sides on, right? So we have this guy. Oh, he's pretty colorful. And this one over here. See if I like those two. I think I maybe want to switch these around. I don't have any good reason for that, but let's go like that. All right, so I'm gonna just flip this to the one side. So keep in mind, these are, they line up perfectly to our piece here, and then we have longer ones. So they look the same, but these are actually just a hair longer. So all right, let's sew those guys on, and we'll probably call it a night after that. So let's flip it so the right sides are together. Let's shimmy over here a little bit more. There we go. So I'm gonna line it along the edge here, and now I'm also gonna align it with my 1/4" ruler there, or presser foot there. But yeah, the physical, because this postcard is you know, it's got some thickness to it, so I can physically bump up my fabric against that, which is helpful for keeping things straight, I think. I got this little thread here. I gotta trim that. There we go. Okay, but I think this presser foot is helping me with that 1/4" mark. I think that's helping a lot, actually. So I'm pretty happy about that. So far, so good. Wow, it sounds totally different, doesn't it? Or I don't know, I feel like I can tell it's sounding different, my machine. Just sounds smooth. All right, so I'm gonna trim that off. See, it makes it easier to trim, to start and stop with these leaders. All right, and now let's get this other side. We'll flip that. Right sides together. And we'll press these, and I think we'll call it a night then, although I kind of want to sew the other ones on now, but I think we'll call it still. I know, listen to it purr. I don't have a name for this sewing machine. I don't know. I don't name everything. Like Zeb, he needed a name, but I don't know. I don't know what this sewing machine should be called. I kind of like that it has some mystery in there. You almost always have your 1/4" foot on the machine. Yeah, I'm thinking I probably will too. Oh, your first machine was given to you in 1970. It was a Kenmore. Oh, you still have it? Yeah, so we probably have pretty similar machines then. Yeah, because, yeah, this is a Kenmore. I think it was like 74? A 74 Kenmore? I did look it up. I do have info on it. Oh, you'll stay with me if I do two other sides. Okay, yeah. It's one of those things like you feel like it's just hanging with this one little step, isn't it? All right, so first we need to press it. And I think it was pressed towards the outside shape. So I'm gonna, Oh, yours is a 74. Oh, funny. I bet you we have like very similar machines. I don't know. It works good whenever I go to get it looked at the shop. The guy there who cleans my machine and fixes it and stuff, he's like, this thing will keep sewing when my granddaughter is a grandma. It's gonna last forever, this thing. Not like these new ones today that are made out of plastic and all this. Yours is gonna last forever. So he says that every single time I go there. Oh, do the other sides. Oh, fine. I'll do the other sides. I know, it's weird to leave it hanging with just this little itty bitty, just the side borders, isn't it? All right, I won't do the white borders, but I'll do, oh, yeah, these are the right ones. Oh man, for a moment there I thought, oh, am I supposed to do the white borders first? But no, this is right still. So, all right, we have this border here, and this one up here. I think that's cute like that. All right, let's just do it like that. All right, we will put the right sides together there. You know what? I think I might put the right sides together up here right away too. I think that'll basically stick well enough. Okay. Oh, my mom has a Bernina, and I think she really likes it. I like using it when I'm at her house. Okay, lining up these edges. Key scratch it into place a little bit. When you barely have to move at all, but they're not quite aligned, you just scratch the top, and that will move the fabric over just a hair, and we call it kitty scratching. Alrighty, cruising. Wow, we're totally shaking though, aren't we? That's another thing I gotta figure out here in the evenings. What's funny is that I'm on the kind of the leaf of the table, so I think if I was on the main table, it would work a little bit better. All right. So I'm not sure we're quite square, but we're gonna be good enough. Kenmore 14 stitches, and yeah, exactly. It's nice to have, like, it would be sad like to get a new machine and then get rid of the old machine. Like that would be a huge bummer. I would always want to keep this one for sure. And when this one's in the shop, like there was a point on the Splendid Sampler when this was in the shop, I brought out my husband's great-grandma's super old Singer. So like, what was it? I think 1929, I think it was. We looked it up, but I forget what it is now. But one of those nice black Singers. If your machine is over a leg, it won't vibrate as much. It's actually not the machine that's vibrating. It's the machine is in place. It is it's my camera stand that's vibrating. Once I get sewing fast, then that starts shaking. So I don't know how to solve that quite yet. All right, let's press these and we'll be done. Zoop. Okay. Oh, Janome made Kenmore. I bought a Janome gem. Oh, to class. My metal 70s Singer was. Oh yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, this guy's so heavy. When we the place that I get it repaired at is walkable from my house, so I thought I was gonna have to leave my machine there when I was getting the belt fixed. And my husband had to drop off the car at the shop, which is across the street. And so he dropped that off and then came over. And my guy actually put the belt on as I waited. which I was not expecting. So John had to carry it home. So that was a little heavy, but he managed. Okay, here is our block so far. All right, let's check it out here. So next up, and we'll probably just continue with this part tomorrow right away. So we'll get these two guys on, a side one here and a side one here. And then after that, we have the top and bottom. So we'll do that first, and then after that, we will be doing those the little patchworky things, the checkerboard. That's the word I'm thinking of, the checkerboard. So for that, we'll just sew 2 big strips together and chop them all up and then sew them back together. So I'm hoping that doesn't take forever. I think it'll be pretty easy. It's just a lot of steps. You know, you got to press each time and all that. So that is the plan tomorrow. If we finish the block tomorrow, that would be amazing. That is the goal. I don't know if we'll get that far, but if we don't, then we'll just finish this up once we get the English paper piecing project done. So, all right, guys, that's it for tonight. Man, we did all this embroidery tonight yet too. I forgot about that. So, all right, I'm going to flip you around and we will call it. Hey there, guys. So, all right, here we are. It's getting bigger. Actually, it's not really getting bigger because we trimmed it down and then put these on, so it's probably about the same size. Oh, I like it though, the little house. It does kind of look like it's on the lake a little bit. That's what I'm going to think about it, like it's on the lake. This is a little boathouse. Cute, and a little screen door. All right, guys. Awesome. So I'm hoping, like I said, I'm hoping we can get this whole thing sewn tomorrow. Maybe we'll stay a hair late just so I can get it sewn tomorrow. It would be really nice to have it done. But yeah, oh, thanks, Patricia. Yeah, I'm hoping I feel better soon, too. My eyes are like bugging out of my head a little bit, and I'm just totally sweating here tonight. I think I'm going to go through that hot and cold period of the cold, which will be unpleasant. But all right, guys, I will get this up on YouTube at Penguin and Fish Movies when we're done here tonight, and it will stay here on Facebook. Thanks again, and congrats, Robin, for the winning the Sarah J Fat Quarter Bundle. And again, Monday we will be starting the hand-stitched paper piece project. There might be time to get the paper pieces yet. I do have a link for that in the post above here that you can check out. So awesome, guys. Have a great evening. Good night.